what you're asking for is a lifestyle. I don't think people really put into accountable of a lifestyle change. So let's get into it right now like that. I want to keep it very simple, and if I had to put it, let me see off the bat. Let's see, water, food, sleep, exercise. All right, yeah, 4 simple tips. All right,
okay.
For the person that has been telling themselves that they want to get in shape, and they always wait until freaking the first, instead of just doing it right then and there to make the change. And
right.
These are 4 simple steps. And every time I talk to anybody like that, freaking because I can be out at an event or a gathering, something like that, and freaking someone always wants to make small talk with me about my job and my passion and stuff like that, and I have no problem, and then for me, because I'm very passionate about what I do, I start freaking blurting out everything that they need to be doing, and this is like real life true fact stuff, you know what I mean?
Right.
And what I want to just start out and to tell everybody out there, right here. So let's go over the real simple easy stuff before obviously the main
before
one
we get to
that.
Okay.
And freaking off the bat, drink more water. All right.
Easy.
Super easy. More water. All right.
Very annoying.
Like that. And I was thinking about this the other day. Okay. Because when you start thinking about, hey, I want to get in shape. You know what I mean? What does instantly your mind go to when you make the commitment that I'm gonna live a more healthier lifestyle. I'm gonna work out, right?
Work out and food, change your food.
Work out and change your food and stuff
right.
like that.
That's what automatically.
So now tell me this, okay? Because it's a mindset thing, all right?
Right.
And I don't know if we talked about this when we were online the other day, playing. But the thing is like, people, when they make a change or like a commitment that they want to get in shape and live a healthier lifestyle, they know what they need to be doing. You know what I mean? They just don't do it. It's like it's not a priority to them, so they just don't do it. But the thing is, when they make the commitment and then they get all motivated for a week or two before they actually quit again, like that, they know all the right answers to do.
Right.
All right. But I want to stay alongside with the water because when you're working out, and you're freaking 30, 45 minutes into a freaking, good sweat session and stuff like that, what is your go-to beverage to drink when you're working out?
Yeah. Mine is ice water.
Ice water.
Just some people
water.
like room temperature water. But I like
water.
Ice water.
Yeah, water. You know what I mean?
Ice water.
Why not Coke? Why not Dr. Pepper?
Bro,
you know what I mean?
I love Coke and I love Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
But they don't. But the water is the only thing that makes me feel better. When I Gatorade,
but you love
Powerade,
Coke and you love Dr. Pepper. But why not? Why not those things?
Because they don't make me feel good.
Why during the workout?
During the workout, they do not make me feel better.
But they make you feel better when?
No, when I'm sitting around playing Call of Duty.
When you're sitting around playing Call of Duty,
being fat.
But see, that's my point exactly.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? You know better,
yeah.
And it's something so easy that you can change right now today.
Easy.
All right, while you're listening to Sweat Equity,
Easy.
Freaking drink more water. You need it. It's like, and the thing is like whoever really tells you that you need to drink water when you're working out. Like I don't think I've ever really had anyone tell me that, hey, you need to drink water. Only just water. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that. Like I think it's just innate and natural, just a natural instinct. Like you just need to drink water. You know what I mean?
Water is the only thing that I drink, and I'm not thirsty when I'm finished.
Like that. And like I'll tell you what for me from my standpoint as a coach and a personal trainer and stuff like that. And this is something I had to get on my parents. At times because other than water. What's the next go-to thing? Powerade, Gatorade.
Yeah.
So bad.
High sugar, high sodium.
You might as well be drinking Coke and Dr. Pepper when you're drinking those things.
So terrible.
All right, because like they promote this that it's an electrolyte drink. Like that. More than half of them don't even know what that really means, electrolytes, like that. But it ain't even that no more. The very old formula, I've heard plenty of times of people, that, first starting out like Gatorade used to taste like ass. You know what I mean?
Right.
Have you ever drank electrolyte water?
That's terrible.
Yeah, like it's an acquired taste. I'm gonna tell you that too right now. You know what I mean? Because when I was going through boot camp and stuff like that, like I always, freaking, I was like, man, this water just tastes weird. But then, after graduating, like that, like like Pedialyte tastes better than that shit.
Yeah, Pedialyte's terrible.
But a freaking, but after boot camp and then finding out, that they would put, they're enrich our water with electrolytes like that, and it just, that's why it tastes a little bitter and off.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I can see that.
But like, for us, it was beneficial. We were fucking always going everywhere in the sun, running, hiking, freaking doing workouts and shit like that. And for boot camp, we needed that stuff. You know what I mean? But like, let's get back to competition. Little kid. That's the time where I try to really educate the parents and my students and stuff like that. I'm like, don't drink that. Just drink water. You know what I mean? Because like, have you ever like I'm pretty sure this happened to you. You're cutting weight, okay, and you're in the bullpen and you take a sip of Gatorade or some Powerade like that. What happens to your mouth? Bro, you get the nastiest cotton mouth.
True story. I told you about this. Terrible, bro. Years ago. I cut 25 pounds in a week. Mm-hmm. Like, couldn't blink, bro.
Yeah.
Like it sounded like rubbing sandpaper. It was like I couldn't blink.
Yeah.
And stepped on the scale this is for a Naga tournament too, bro. Mm-hmm. Stepped on the scale, got off, and I had my like regeneration thing. Mm-hmm. It was a fierce melon Gatorade, a Coke,
bro. Your saliva probably was like syrup,
and a what was the other thing? And a super original sub from Antoine's. Mm-hmm. So eat a little of it on the way home. So I get off the scale and I just crack the Gatorade open. I'm mm-hmm. bone dry, right?
Yeah.
And I just chug half of it, bro. And then it felt like somebody was stabbing me in my stomach. Mm-hmm. Like it was so.
Oh, bro, you were just so empty.
I was so empty, but it's all that sugar, your insulin spikes. You're doing so much to like mm-hmm. when you just need water, bro.
Yeah, like when I do those things, like especially with Pedialyte, because I don't even touch Gatorade. Yeah, like man, like I've done it. I like Gatorade, Powerade. I don't even touch those things. You know what I mean? Because like the amount of electrolytes in there, this doesn't. It was way freaking outweighed by freaking amount of sugar that's actually in there and stuff like that. And so like Pedialyte, it's obviously better because they have freaking even more electrolytes and sodium in there like that. But even that stuff too, that does have a lot of sugar. Even me cutting it with water, I still get cotton mouth like that. I love fruit. I try to stay away from certain fruit like that, but I love like just, watermelon specifically, you know what I mean? Because 99% of it, over 90% of it is water anyway, like that. Right. I still want that sugar, you know what I mean? Like that I, freaking, what I'm trying to say, insulin, freaking, bomb, like to really seep into my muscles like that, give me a little bit of jolt energy like that. But I don't want all that sugar where it's freaking really making my saliva into syrup, because man, like bro, like you're in a minute into the match and stuff like that, and it's just hard to breathe, and your mouth gets dried and freaking like you can't even produce a lot of saliva. Like I
went from Gatorade to like in like a 32 Yeti, mm-hmm. like a quarter Gatorade, the mm-hmm. rest water, mm-hmm. to cutting the Gatorade and then putting Pedialyte in, mm-hmm. and then doing like, because Pedialyte, bro,
so right now with the biggest things that are really coming to market, for rehydration and like for performance, based supplements and things like that, and you probably have heard of these things is, like Element T or
the liquid IVs.
Yeah, the liquid IVs and even Prime is out there like that. They're they're really piggyback on hopping on the trailer to grab that like that. But those things right there are more proven, because you need to really balance out your electrolytes and your sodium intake with the water, especially if you're going to be performing whether it's working out in a gym or competition and stuff like that. But I would tell you to stay away from any type of Powerade or Gatorade drinks.
So for me, older, I just want to watch my sodium intake in general. Mm-hmm. Like I know you have to have sodium you lose a lot of sodium when you work out, right? Like that's because sweat is salty. Right? Like so you need to put some back in, but you have to be careful because if you're taking it in the Gatorade, and then everybody put a little salt on their food, little Lowry's.
Yeah.
You just need to be careful about how much the sodium you're actually putting in your body. So for me,
well, okay,
I'm gonna spend my effort putting sodium in. I'm gonna season my steak.
Drink water. Let's put it like this, all right? Because sodium is one of those things that can be that are just always demonized, know, like that, and it's because they don't really understand, of how to really balance those things out, okay? And why is it really demonized? A lot of it is demonized because freaking what you're hearing from just heavily processed food.
Right.
All right. I'm going to tell you right now. All right. I guarantee you the amount of salt that you really want to put on your freaking steak or you want to put on any of your unseasoned freaking, vegetables or chicken, whatever it is. All right. You're not even going to even touch nearly as much as freaking sodium as what freaking the companies do that they put into your, processed foods, whether it's canned food, in the box or freaking at McDonald's or anything like that. All right. The reason that they put all that amount of sodium in there is to preserve its life, the life shelf of it, so they can sell it and make money off of it. Okay.
For even longer.
So, if you're okay.